Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the heat of summer here in Colorado and the haze. You can actually usually see the mountains much more clear, but we are dealing with wildfire smoke coming from up in Canada. Actually, like record amounts of air quality alerts lately, so not doing too much outside. I feel for these workers over here, because not only is the haze impeding my view, but so is this monstrosity. Like, what in the world? There used to be mountains through those buildings. You can sort of see them, but now it's gone. When I bought the house, the sales guy was like, "Oh, it's protected land. You'll be fine. It's been fields for centuries." And yeah, I think money talks. I think someone bought it, and now it's being turned into industrial. Anyways, I digress. It's been a busy summer. Work has been nuts, and I had a blast taking the Miata out to Flyin Miata. Sorry, someone parked this Honda Civic here. Let me get that moved.
They hate when you elevate. They're stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. They feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly.
They hate when you elevate, yeah. I had to elevate.
There we go, a less obstructed view. Anyways, it was great to see so many of you guys at Flyin Miata Summer Camp. Awesome to say hi, and yeah, had a blast. Hope you're out there next year. And I was really excited to go to Meows of the Gap, but alas, that is my sad news of the day. I cannot make it this year. It'd be 4 total days of driving. That's just a lot of driving, plus the probably 4-ish days of the event. There's just no way to make it work with my work schedule. That's just a lot of time off, and I'm having to prioritize other events, other trips. But I promise I will be at Meows of the Gap next year, and I will be dragging Jackson out there next year. It will be full force with Colored in Light and Flywheel films. Should be a good time. But I will be at Miata Reunion in California this year. In fact, let me know in the comments down below if I will see you guys out there. That's in California. I think it's at the end of October, early November, whatever that is. I'll be there. I'll be road tripping, filming the whole thing, hopefully coming up from LA with the Keynod group. And I will be turbo. That's right, guys. The Flyin Miata NC Turbo Kit is being installed on this in the coming weeks. So lots to stay tuned on for that. And I'm so freaking excited. It's been a long time coming, a long development process. Still working out final last things, still working out the instructions, the written instructions, the video instructions. There's a lot that's being finalized with the kit. So I'm excited to be one of the first to actually experience it and really try it out and have a blast. So that's another reason for you to come to Miata Reunion if you're on the fence to come see this kit in person if you haven't already seen it on one of the Flyin Miata development cars. If you are wanting specific details on like what's the timing, when can you order it, I don't have those answers for you yet. I would definitely suggest you stay tuned to Flyin Miata's channel. They'll be the most direct, immediate source of information, but I'll be sharing whatever I can on my channel as well. There's a lot more still coming with the Flyin Miata Summer Camp. I'm still working on a highlight video for their channel that'll be coming out soon. But another one I wanted to get out to you guys was the tour of the Flyin Miata cars that were at Summer Camp. Pretty interesting, insane lineup. I mean, it'd be so cool to go out to a garage and see all these Miatas, be like, which one do I want to drive today? There's some wild ones, some more show car ones, some more subtle, sweet OEM plus ones. So I'm going to throw it back to myself and Mike at Flyin Miata Summer Camp, give you guys a tour of the Flyin Miata cars that were under the tent. For this video, let's just do a really quick shotgun style, like how quick can you tell us about the lineup?
Okay,
Starting with this awesome martini looking thing.
so Targa Miata V8 power, been a staple of FM and known worldwide. This paint livery has been recreated on lots of other cars. You've probably seen it. I won't go any further than that.
Simple.
This is Flyin Miata's Andy. So this is our 2016 off one of the first boats from the first shipment of the ND actually that we got from Japan.
Almost 10 years ago.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
It's actually putting on some age now, but still looks fresh, turbocharged, track ready, Fox coilovers, brake upgrades, you name it. This is kind of the torture test beast if we need to go find out if we can break something on track or see what it takes to find out how to break something on track.
So some development testing on this one. What's the purpose of this one again? I mean, is that just
Keith,
go fast?
pretty much at this point it's just for fun.
Yeah.
Keith has had it a track car. It's actually raced in Targa, Newfoundland twice. It's done it in multiple forms with different engines,
Right.
3 different engines, 2 of them V8. And right now, it's just kind of Keith's fun track slash mostly street toy.
It's how he gets his calf workout.
That's right. You should check him out.
Moving on, we have, of course, Mike's own boat, the yachts,
That's
the
right.
glorious yacht.
So this is the Commodore ship himself. This is my 2013 Club, and I bought this about a year ago. Drove out from North Carolina after I got this car to bring it back home. It was pretty much all stock. I've done a little bit to the engine bay, as you can see.
Still looks pretty stock to me.
It does, yeah, you know, a little bit here and there. Got an intake kit and exhaust. Makes, you know, a lot more power than it used to. So
Currently saying mid 200s.
Yeah.
Wheels.
we haven't actually done a like for real dyno of what it is currently as it is in this state, but it's about mid 200s in its current form. We'll have more actual data here after we finalize some parts that are currently prototypes on this car. So this is pretty close to the final form of this kit, but there's a few parts that we'll change and kind of tweak and get them finalized.
Oh, it's great. I think white and C's are the move. Just maybe slight bias there. But
Yeah, no, it's great.
And spoolie boys are also the move.
That's right.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on to probably my favorite looking Indy out here.
Yeah.
It didn't enter the car show. I guess you guys were playing the field evenly and not entering, and because this would have like swept. But
Yeah, so we can display, but you can't let somebody who works for the same company win the competition.
Right,
And
yeah.
this pretty much has no competition.
it's gorgeous.
Travis keeps meticulous care of this. You've heard about people using diapers to clean their cars and all that kind of stuff. Travis, I think, polishes this every night, sings it sweet lullabies. He goes in and tells it how wonderful and beautiful it is and that kind of stuff. We tease him because he doesn't drive it enough, but that's why it's so pretty and so pristine.
Someone's
But-
got to have the show car.
Yeah, it's basically a show car, and he just likes to show it off. So we convinced him to bring it out here today.
A lot of very clean parts on it though. Like it
Yeah.
is utterly clean, and it's been shown in a lot of photos. So
Yeah.
no surprise there.
2019 GTS model. What's it? Eternal Blue Mica.
Eternal Blue
Yep.
Mica. Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
And then of course this one.
So this is one of the newer additions to the fleet. So this is Jeremy, our operation manager, Jeremy Ferber, his 1994 Marshmallow. He got this a little while ago just because he wanted a daily driver, wanted something that was fun. This is actually his first Miata in quite a long time.
Really?
Fun fact, he actually used to own the Targa Miata before it was the Targa Miata.
Wow.
Yep. So it looked an awful lot like this, except for that Targa Miata was a 94 R package, and this is just a 94 maybe B package or something like that. It's got some of the
Yeah.
accoutrement, maybe C package, I'm not sure. No, it doesn't have ABS, so probably B package. Anyway, it's mostly stock. It's got some of some Konies on it. I think it still has stock springs.
Kogekis, of course.
Yep, Kogekis.
It's kind
Has
of
a brake
stable
kit.
throughout the entire flying paddock.
Well,
except for-
yeah. Well, yeah, Tobu's, of course, on this one. So Travis gets the
bougie
fancy,
wheels.
fancy. Yeah.
Oh, Travis.
We have pinky problems, but Travis, his pinkies are the longest I've seen. But yeah, otherwise, a few upgrades here and there, but otherwise, it's relatively stock. Easily the slowest car here at Flyin Miata.
I say no spoolie boy on this one.
No, and probably won't be. His game plan with this actually is that when his daughter is old enough, she'll probably learn to drive this, and this will be her car.
That's very respectable.
Very respectable.
Love that.
This one, on the other hand,
is different.
So this is similar to Marshmallow. This is Captain Bob. This was actually Terry's father's car, and when he passed, and he basically gifted the car to Terry. It was part of Terry's personal fleet and became Flyin Miata's, shortly thereafter. And
Right.
as a tribute, we now call it Captain Bob. And Captain Bob, 95, if I recall, and it's stock driveline, but of course it's pretty much all gussied up with all of the pretty bits, all of our turbo parts,
And you got to
our
look
suspension,
at the interior.
interior is
a
probably the
custom
most
interior.
impressive
Yeah,
Basically the show car.
part. Suede all throughout.
If someone's not interested in Travis's show car, this is the show car.
that's right. Yeah, we tried to do a little bit of a retro throwback. So Keith actually was pretty pivotal on making this car look the way it is. He designed and came up with most of the interior bits and how it was going to be laid out. I helped out with some of the upholstery stuff, but in short, we just wanted to make little touches to make it feel a little bit more retro and a little bit more nostalgic, but it's still basically stock interior with just some extra bling.
Yep.
Remarkably tasteful, remarkably clean.
Thank you.
And then we have Brandon's, which
Yeah.
is lovely. I love the white on tan. It's very classic.
Yes. So yeah, there's a lot of white cars at FM these days.
Yeah, I can tell.
This is a 96 Miata. Brandon has had this for ever, basically. I think that this car was with him in Georgia before he moved out here to work at Flyin Miata. He's had several different iterations of our turbo kit on it. It's mostly current parts at this point.
Yeah.
So it's stock 1.8. It's got, you know, our, I forget it's Koni's or what it's got on it, but it's got our suspension, it's got our Kogekis, it's got our cooling upgrades, that kind of stuff. But basically just dead nuts reliable turbo kit that he's had on here since mid-20s or something.
Yeah, and I've ridden passenger in this on track, and it is wild. He is a great driver, but also this is a great car. And you put those things together, and it's just boom.
Yeah.
Happiness.
Yeah, and the beauty about being old reliable is that this is sorted. You know, it's maybe a little bit dirtier, uglier compared to some of the other polished, shiny cars, but this is a daily driver. It's exactly what Brandon loves and knows how to work with, and it just works.
And it's a sleeper. I mean, you close the hood, and no one really knows that it's anything special. And then we have this.
Sleeper too.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, this is not stock. But why is this?
So, this one has a convoluted history, and to try to make it short, this car's name was Elvis when we had it. This was a demo car that we used. It was in the Super 4 Challenge back in, 2005 or something along those lines. 4-cylinder, big turbo, that kind of stuff. It lived a life doing that. We dropped a V8 in it a few years after, used it as kind of one of our test cars for V8 and product stuff. A few years after that, the ND came out. This car was sitting around. We actually stole all of its driveline, so it was just a shell, and put that in our ND V8 at the time. And Matt and his friend Brian, who's another local around here, decided to buy this shell, turn it into a race car, put a V8 back in it, of course, and now it is a rally / hill climb car called Zombie Elvis, because it's, you know, back from the dead.
Right.
And let me tell you, rowdy is an understatement.
The sound this car makes is unreal.
It.
Blah, 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 blah,
Yes.
blah.
Yes. Maybe we'll start it up here in a little bit if you want. But yeah, this car is not road legal by any means. This is just trailered. He's got tires back here that I think are 29 or something like that inches tall. The fenders are totally cut out.
It's hilarious.
Tons of
Is this a
travel.
factory?
Yeah, I know. As flush and as nice as this looks, no, this is a modification.
Not the R package. So,
That's right. Yeah, this is the RR package.
but yeah, so quick rundown of the cars that are currently visible. I mean, there are other FM adjacent cars. Of course, a lot of the staff have cars. They like Miatas around here for some reason.
There's
But
a sickness.
there's a sickness, or it's in sickness and health. That's why we're here with the Miatas. But the next session is starting. We're gonna run out there, but that's a quick rundown of the tent and just next to the tent.
All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in on that little tour with Mike. Thank you, Mike, for giving us a tour. It's pretty cool to see those cars. I would love to drive all of them. Maybe I will at some point. Like, maybe I'll do a bit more in-depth video with each car on this channel and give you guys a full, I guess, my full impressions on driving them and what I think of each car. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Again, Flyin Miata is like my neighbors on the other side of the mountains, so pretty easy to go see them. And lots more stuff coming. Like I said, highlight reel for the summer camp coming to Flyin Miata's channel, so subscribe over there. The road trip film, the adventure through the mountains with my car and Luke's Boxster, the NC4 Miata, is also coming to my channel, so subscribe over here if you want to stick around for that. It's kind of like a there and back again, like the Hobbit's tale. Like, is the Miata the Hobbit of cars? Food for thought. Anyways, lots of content is being cooked up. Like I said, road's optional. The overlanding channel, if you guys want to see this type of topless vehicle alongside this one, different channels for different things. That's kind of how we decided to do it. My brother's also coming out pretty soon, so we're gonna do some overlanding stuff out in the mountains. And yes, lots of stuff being cooked up. The turbo kit, I'm working with a tire company on a pre-development, pre-release new performance tire, allegedly, and lots of fun things to share. So thank you guys for tuning in for another quick video. and I apologize for the noise, but this is what I have to deal with, and I'm very mad. Cheers.